In the near future, Earth is facing an energy crisis unlike anything it has ever seen before. Resources that were once easy to find are now running out, pushing the world closer to collapse. There was a time when people saw energy as a dirty word, something linked to pollution and waste instead of survival. As the crisis gets worse, humanity turns its attention to the moon. It is rich in helium-3, an element believed to be the answer to Earth's growing energy problems. What was once thought to be nothing more than a barren rock has now become humanity's best hope for a brighter future.
But that was the past. Where are we now? How did we make the world so much better?
On the moon sits Sarang Station, a remarkable achievement built to support one of humanity's biggest missions. Alone in the darkness, it serves as the fragile connection between Earth's desperate need for energy and the moon's valuable resources. Sam Bell is the station's only crew member, making him a key part of this mission. His work is more than just a job. It is a race against time to help save his home planet. Every task he completes plays a part in an operation that billions of people now depend on. Out on the moon's empty surface, Sam walks through the endless gray dust. Against the massive backdrop of space, he looks almost insignificant as he checks the automated harvesters that work nonstop, collecting helium-3 from the lunar surface. That precious resource could secure Earth's energy future. The loneliness around him is impossible to ignore.
Sam Bell reporting to Central.
Inside the station, Sam's lonely routine is made a little easier by Gertie, the AI that helps him throughout the mission. Gertie's screen displays simple emoticons, trying in its own way to show human emotion. Gertie even helps with everyday things, including giving Sam a haircut. Built to be both helpful and caring, Gertie becomes Sam's only real companion. In the endless silence of the moon, those small conversations are the closest thing he has to not being alone.
Sam, is everything okay?
A few years earlier, while Sam was working, he received a message from his wife, Tessa. His face lights up the moment he hears her voice, filled with feelings she does not fully express. Her voice takes Sam back to Earth, to a life filled with simple moments that now feel so far away. Tessa then brings their daughter into the video, and seeing her makes him truly happy. Every memory reminds him of what he gave up in the hope of giving his family and everyone else a better future.
I can't believe you're gonna be home soon. Sam?
As the video ends, it hits him that even though he is surrounded by advanced technology, he is completely isolated. Hearing his family's voices gives him a little comfort, but it also reminds him of everything he is missing back on Earth. Sam then starts watching a movie, but soon closes it and goes to make some tea. As he looks back, out of nowhere, he sees a woman sitting there. Her appearance feels strange and unsettling, like something that should not be there. Startled, he accidentally puts his hand under the hot water and burns himself. Gertie then starts treating his wound and asks how it happened. Sam tells him that he was distracted by the TV. Gertie replies that the TV was off when he got there. Sam tells him not to make a big deal out of it and walks away. As time passes, his mission and the endless silence of the moon begin to wear him down. The days blend together, and the isolation slowly makes him question his own mind. In the morning, while Sam is eating breakfast, he talks to Gertie about how he only has 2 weeks left before his mission ends. Later, while he is working, he starts seeing a man on one of the screens again. Curious, he heads outside and climbs into his lunar rover. Before long, the empty lunar landscape starts playing tricks on him as he begins seeing strange things. Unable to tell what is real and what is not, Sam cannot resist following the vision, even though he knows it could be dangerous.
Morning, Sam. How are you today?
Fine.
Driven by the hallucination, he leaves the safety of his usual route and heads across the rough lunar surface. With every mile, he moves farther from safety and closer to a future he cannot yet see. The rover's headlights cut through the endless darkness, lighting up the empty landscape ahead. Then everything goes wrong. The rover loses control on the rough lunar surface and flips violently across the rocky ground. Pieces of debris fly in every direction as the vehicle rolls through the gray dust. Inside the rover, alarms blare and radio signals crackle through the cabin. Sam breathes heavily in panic as he struggles to regain control inside the tight space of his helmet. Every warning sound makes the situation feel even more desperate. With no way out, Sam ends up trapped inside the wreckage. As his mind slowly clears, Sam wakes up and finds himself in the station's infirmary while Gertie takes care of him. Gertie tells him that he has been unconscious for a few days and that he needs to rest. Later, Sam wakes up again, and as he tries to walk, he struggles because of his injuries. Gertie then tells him that the lunar satellites are down and that the live feed to Earth is not working either. A little later, Gertie warns him that he may have suffered some brain damage and explains that Central has ordered the harvest to slow down, so Sam has enough time to recover.
Where am I?
Sam, you're in the infirmary.
When can I get out of here, Gertie?
Sam, you may have suffered from brain damage in the crash.
After some time, Sam begins getting back to work. When he reaches the airlock, he notices that the door is locked. He asks Gertie to open it, but Gertie tells him that he has to get permission from Central first. Soon, Central replies and tells Sam that he should only focus on getting better. Gertie then explains that he has been ordered not to let Sam go outside. Eventually, Sam finds a way to convince Gertie to let him leave. After some hesitation, Gertie finally unlocks the door. Sam heads to the crash site and starts looking around. He climbs into the wrecked rover, and then he comes across something that makes no sense. Lying inside is another Sam, injured, unconscious, and completely identical to him. The shocking sight leaves him frozen, unable to believe what he is seeing. Sam stares in complete disbelief, trying to make sense of what is right in front of him. Everything tells him it can't be real, but the evidence is impossible to ignore. He then took him inside and asked Gertie to tell him what was happening, but Gertie demanded that he take him to the infirmary immediately. Soon the injured Sam wakes up and starts asking where Gertie told him about the accident and where he is. He then saw Sam and asked Gertie if there was someone with them. Gertie told him to go back to sleep, and soon he was unconscious again.
I'm outside. Who is he? Who is he?
After some time, the injured Sam wakes up, and as he walks around the station, he sees someone jumping rope. When he looks closer, he realizes it is himself. Freaked out, he rushes to Gertie and asks him about what he just saw. Shocked by the discovery, Sam struggles to understand how another person identical to him could exist. The encounter changes everything he believed about his mission and forces him to question the reality of his situation. Gertie then tells him that he never allowed the other Sam to go outside, and that he also never informed Central that Sam had survived the crash, leaving him even more confused.
Gertie, who's the guy in the rec room?
The two Sams soon begin talking, arguing over who the real Sam is. The Sam from the crash becomes even more confused when the other Sam tells him that he is the clone. He quickly denies it, insisting that he is the real one. After a while, the younger Sam asks the older one why they look exactly alike, leaving both of them even more confused as they try to make sense of everything. As time passes, the tension between them starts to fade. They play ping pong together and slowly begin to get along. Before long, they start talking about their lives, Sam's wife, his little girl, and all the memories they both share.
They locked all the exits. Who's looking after the harvesters?
Maybe later.
Soon they receive a message from Earth and rush over to watch it. When they open it, the message congratulates Sam on successfully completing his contract. It also announces that the Eliza rescue crew is already on its way to bring him home. The message sounds reassuring, but because it is pre-recorded instead of live, it only makes Sam even more suspicious that something is wrong. The younger Sam refuses to believe it. Instead, he thinks there might be a real Sam somewhere else and accuses the older Sam of being a clone. The older Sam becomes furious, shouts that he is the real Sam Bell, and storms off.
They're sending a rescue unit. Why are they sending a rescue unit? Well, then I'm going back.
The younger Sam follows him, asking more questions and telling him that he believes there are more clones and that they cannot be the only ones. As he continues helping the older Sam, he becomes more convinced that something is seriously wrong. He refuses to believe that everything happening around them is just a coincidence. There has to be an explanation for why another man with the exact same face, voice, and memories exists. Eventually, the younger Sam comes to the conclusion that there must be a hidden room somewhere in the station that they have never found. The older Sam, on the other hand, does not believe him and simply laughs it off, making a joke instead.
What?
We might not be the first two to be woken up. There might be others up here right now.
The younger Sam then starts searching every part of the station for answers. As he searches every inch of the place, he gets the idea to look underneath the model the older Sam has been working on. However, the older Sam refuses to let him ruin something he has spent so much time building, and the two get into a heated argument. One thing leads to another, and they end up fighting. After a while, the younger Sam manages to throw the older Sam aside. He accidentally destroys the model and immediately starts looking underneath it. Furious, the older Sam throws himself at him, and they begin fighting again. This time, the younger Sam overpowers him, and the older Sam suddenly starts bleeding uncontrollably.
What, are you gonna stab me? No, I'm a peaceful warrior. I'm a lover. I'm not a fighter. Put the knife down. Get out of the way. Take it easy, because I go with the knife.
The older Sam then goes to Gertie and starts talking about what happened with the younger Sam. He tells Gertie that the younger Sam is impulsive and admits that he lost his temper after seeing his model destroyed. Then the conversation turns to Tess. Sam asks Gertie where all the messages he recorded for her have been going, but Gertie refuses to answer. Sam knows something is wrong, and he can no longer believe everything Gertie has been telling him. After questioning him over and over, Gertie finally stops hiding the truth. He calmly tells Sam that he is not the original Sam Bell, but a clone created by Lunar Industries.
You suffered minor brain damage and memory loss. I kept you under observation and ran some tests.
At first, the older Sam refuses to believe it. He insists that he remembers leaving Earth, saying goodbye to his wife Tess, and accepting the 3-year mission. However, Gertie explains that those memories were copied from the original Sam Bell and implanted into every clone. Gertie also reveals that Sam was created for only one purpose: to work on the moon for 3 years. Once his contract ends and his body begins to fail, the company simply replaces him with another clone who has the exact same memories and believes he is the real Sam. Hearing this leaves the older Sam shocked and heartbroken. Everything he believed about his life suddenly feels like a lie. He realizes that the family he has been waiting to return to was never actually waiting for him. As painful as it is to accept, Gertie's confession finally explains why another Sam exists. From that moment on, the older Sam understands that the company has been using him all along, and he becomes determined to uncover the rest of the truth.
Genetic abnormalities and minor duplication errors in the DNA have considerable impact on...
What about Tess? What about Eve?
In the morning, the two Sams start talking, and the younger Sam apologizes to the older Sam. The older Sam puts on some music and starts dancing. The younger Sam tries to have a conversation with him, but the older Sam does not want to hear anything at that moment and keeps turning the music back on every time the younger Sam switches it off. After going back and forth for a while, the younger Sam throws the music player and breaks it. He then tells the older Sam that when he first woke up, he saw Gertie talking live with Central, but Gertie quickly turned the screen off as soon as he noticed him.
Lunar instructed Gertie to lock me inside the base while you were out there.
They soon realized that Central was lying about the satellites not working. They suspect that someone is blocking the signal from somewhere nearby, so they take the lunar rover and head out to search for the source, eventually leaving the Sarang station work perimeter. Before long, they split up to cover more ground. The younger Sam reaches a place he has never seen before and discovers some kind of signal jammer. Excited, he contacts the older Sam and tells him what he has found. However, the older Sam has started feeling weak. He suddenly coughs up blood and tells the younger Sam that he is not feeling well and is heading back to the station.
See anything?
The younger Sam says that he will stay behind to search for more jammers. Using all the strength he has left, the older Sam slowly makes his way back to the station. As soon as he arrives, he rushes to the bathroom where he begins throwing up blood. Before long, his teeth start falling out as well. The older Sam then goes to one of the station's computers and tries to enter his password, but he is denied access. After several failed attempts, he is about to give up when Gertie steps in and enters the correct password for him. Once he gains access, Sam starts watching recordings from the previous Sam Bell clones. He sees one of them waking up inside a sleeping pod, followed by a video of a man explaining how the pod works. After searching around the room, the older Sam notices that part of the floor sounds hollow. When he opens it, he discovers a staircase leading down to a hidden room. At the same time, the younger Sam returns to the station. As he is about to tell the older Sam what he found outside, he sees him sitting on the floor. The older Sam then tells him that he has discovered a secret room and takes him there.
Hey, I saw 3 more of those jammers.
Eventually, the two Sams make their way down the hidden staircase into the underground compartment. Curious, they continue deeper inside to see what is hidden there. They soon discover a large room filled with rows of pods, and inside every single one is another Sam Bell. Some of them are still asleep, waiting to be activated, while others are still being grown. The younger Sam stands there in complete disbelief as he slowly realizes what he is looking at. It finally becomes clear that neither of them is the original Sam Bell. Every time one clone reaches the end of his contract, the company simply gets rid of him and activates another clone to take his place. The cycle has been happening over and over again, without any of them ever knowing.
Jesus Christ, there's so many of them.
Soon after, the older Sam takes a hidden computer and leaves the station in his lunar rover. He drives until he reaches an area where the satellites are working again. There, he contacts Earth while covering the camera so nobody can see who he is. What he learns completely changes the way he sees himself. Everything he believed about his life is suddenly called into question. The memories of his wife and daughter are real, but they do not belong to him. They belong to the original Sam Bell. Wanting to know the truth, the older Sam contacts Earth again to find out if the original Sam is still alive.
Hello?
When they finally connect, he learns the heartbreaking truth. The original Sam returned to Earth many years earlier. Tess has passed away, and their daughter has grown up. At that moment, the older Sam realizes that he was never meant to return home. He, along with every clone before him, was created only to work for 3 years before being replaced by another copy. The truth completely breaks him, and the older Sam can no longer hold back his tears.
Signal reestablished.
The older Sam then returns to the station, where he sees the younger Sam trying to repair the model. He smiles and shows him a few tips on how to finish it. At the same time, the older Sam's condition continues to get worse. He grows weaker every day, his headaches become more painful, and he starts coughing up blood more often. Seeing this, the younger Sam helps him get comfortable. While cleaning up, he looks through the older Sam's backpack. Inside, he finds the computer, and after opening it, he discovers that the older Sam has already uncovered the entire truth.
Eliza arrival estimated in 7 hours.
Soon, the younger Sam goes to Gertie, who has always seemed to be hiding something, and asks him to help wake another Sam. Sometime later, the older Sam wakes up and finds the younger Sam asleep in the infirmary. He soon realizes that another Sam has already been awakened. Realizing just how cruel the company has been, the two Sams decide they cannot let the truth stay hidden. They come up with a plan for the younger Sam to escape to Earth inside one of the helium-3 transport capsules and expose Lunar Industries. Meanwhile, the older Sam, whose body is already failing, chooses to stay behind and give the younger Sam enough time to escape. Although he knows he will never leave the moon alive, he accepts his fate because he believes helping the younger Sam is the only way to end the endless cycle of cloning and reveal the truth to the world.
That hidden room, Gertie.
The lower deck is out of bounds to awaken clones, Sam.
Gertie, we need to wake up a new clone.
As the older Sam grows weaker, the younger Sam takes him back to the crash site where everything began. The two sit together and talk for a while, and the older Sam finally accepts that he will never return to Earth. Soon after, the younger Sam brings him back to the station, where the older Sam peacefully passes away. Knowing the rescue team is almost there, the younger Sam thanks Gertie for helping them uncover the truth. Before leaving, he asks Gertie to erase his memory so the company will not discover what happened. Gertie agrees and resets himself to his original state.
She was the best candidate, but it didn't matter.
If anyone were to check my memory cache, it would put you in considerable danger.
Meanwhile, the younger Sam climbs into a helium-3 transport capsule and launches himself toward Earth, hoping to expose Lunar Industries. At the same time, another Sam clone automatically wakes up inside the infirmary room, believing he is the only Sam on the moon. Soon after, the Eliza rescue team arrives at the station, expecting everything to be normal. Instead, they find Gertie with no memory of the recent events and the newly awakened clone ready to begin another mission. As the movie ends, news reports reveal that Lunar Industries is under investigation, strongly suggesting that the younger Sam made it to Earth and exposed the company's cloning program, finally bringing the endless cycle to an end.
You okay, buddy? Cavalry's here.